What's up, guys? I'm Ryan Roberts. Welcome into another recruiting edition of the At Large Bid Bearcats podcast. Tonight, I'm joined by Markell Taylor out of Dallas, Georgia. Markell is a 6'1", 190-pound junior heading into his senior year out of North Paulding High School in Georgia. Markell, welcome into the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
How's your summer going so far? I know you probably just got out of school, but how are things going for you so far?
Summer going great. I had just got off from competing at state for track, and I'm feeling great being back with my guys to play football. So it's going good.
So you're a guy that's what 11-second 100-meter.
Yes, sir. Sub 11.
So how is that track part of you being an athlete transition to the football field?
So as you can see on my film, like I'm good at tracking the ball wherever the ball go. I'm there. So I'm good at running down the player, or if a running back bursts for 20, 30 yards, I'm always there to walk him down. So that I would say tracks do help a lot with top end speed. That acceleration it helps a lot.
Yeah, that speed was definitely noticeable on your film. With you had a couple pick sixes on there. Noticed you on special teams. Is there anywhere on the field that you're most comfortable?
Just sitting back there, been on the island. Really, I'm comfortable like that. Yes, sir.
Let's hit on the recruiting process a little bit. You're a guy that had over 20 offers at the Division I level. Some of the primary offers you had were Coastal Carolina, Kansas State, Memphis, obviously Cincinnati, Oregon State, and Wake Forest. As a whole, what was this recruiting process like for you?
As a whole, I mean, I enjoyed it. That's every kid's dreams to get recruited by, top programs in the world. So as that was a dream come true, definitely was. I get to play at the next level. Not too many kids get that opportunity. So I thank God every day for that opportunity. I could say like it definitely gets stressful when that time comes, especially when the time to commit. Spots fill up fast. So the recruiting process was great. I mean, the recruiting process was great. I mean, I loved it. Meeting new people, bonding with new coaches, having new relationships with coaches. That's a great feeling.
When you started to kind of get into decision mode and look at all of your opportunities, thinking about all of the different recruiting pitches you heard, what were some of the qualities that you were looking for when you were getting into decision mode and deciding where you wanted to go?
So, some of the qualities I looked for in the school was the genuine love from the coaches. Is you gonna show me just how good you can have show me for a week, or are you gonna keep this relationship between us? You're gonna be consistent with it. That's what I look for. I look for brotherhood. If I go out there, is the host really doing it because they getting paid to do it, or is they doing it because they genuinely like the player? Some of my visits I done went on. The player had his name is Eli. He go to Georgia, so he had knew about me for 2 weeks. I think he watched my film. He kept a strong relationship with me. I love the kid. He definitely looked like a big brother to me. But then it was just some other OVs I went on where the kid only knew about me one day and couldn't really tell me much about me. So that part you can show where coach just want to show you a good time for 1 week, or things just wasn't as how I wanted it to be. So I look for brotherhood. I look for competitiveness. Some of the OVs all my OVs, they showed it was competitive in the weight room. Outside when we hung out, played games, show. I did like axe throwing. We played pool. Everything was just competitive. I love that. From the coaches, I just like a consistent and strong and a genuine relationship with my coach. So, and that would be my qualities. The consistency, the brotherhood, the competitiveness. Those are my top three things.
So you mentioned some of your OVs, some of your official visits. You officially visited Cincinnati the weekend of June 20th. What were your primary takeaways from that visit, and what were some of your favorite parts of the visit?
My favorite part of the visit was, spending time with Coach Tyson. Coach Tyson recruited me since February, so having that 4 month, 4 month consistent relationship, that was great. Since he came down, I think he came down for my spring practice. He done flew down to see me like 4 times. To introduce himself, to offer me, and to just check up on me and then see me practice. That's all I look for in the coach. So when he showed all three, he kind of sat there sat at a practice. He sat at a workout. He came and watched me work out for an hour, watched me do track for an hour, and then watched me go through practice for like 4 hours. So that right then and there, I just knew that he was serious. He was serious about me, and from that moment, then that's what I knew I wanted to play for.
So you kind of mentioned your relationship with Coach Veidt. As a whole, what ultimately led to your decision to end your recruitment, shut it down, and commit to Cincinnati?
The love from the coaching staff. It was there. Like I loved it. When I hung out with some of the players from my OV, you could just tell that it was there. They weren't trying to get into nothing. It was either, hey, we're finna go home and go play the game, or you feel me? They gonna talk with me about how everything going. So when you surround yourself around people like that, you bound to win. Y'all bound to win as a whole, as a group. Y'all bound to go far. So that's when I knew it was the right fit.
You mentioned Coach Veidt and his consistency with you. How has your relationship with him evolved in such a short amount of time?
It didn't involve like major like. He reminds me of my coach now. Like my coach now, he's like my godfather. He's my mentor. He helped me out with a lot. So saying that I could see that type of character inside Coach Veidt, I just knew that I was safe with being with him and being with the Cincinnati community, the coaching staff. So not only Coach Tyson showed love, it was Coach Cash, Coach Sat, Coach I call him Coach B, but his name Coach Braithworth.
Yeah.
Basically the whole staff, I loved them. Like they showed love to me. I just loved it, and it wasn't like no every once like not every other 2 weeks or no. It was like every other day. They'll call and check up on me, see how I'm doing, FaceTime me. It was just a great feeling. Like it was a
So
great feeling.
you're a guy that has the versatility where you can either play corner or safety. Cincinnati's defense is a three high safety look. What has this coaching staff told you in terms of how your skill set fits into what they want to do?
So with my athleticism, they think that I can fit the run pretty easy and I can cover as well. And if they needed me to, take a player off if they need to focus on one side of the field and then I needed to, shut down the other side, and they'll use me for that as well. So knowing that I can play all them all three positions for them, that also made that was great. Knowing that I had that type of athleticism, that that it felt good knowing that I can give that to the team. Like that's what I'm bringing to the team. Like I can help a lot.
Do you have a preference on playing corner or safety?
No, sir. My whole life I grew up playing corner.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a tough transition, but I know it's not gonna be too hard. I'm always up for a challenge. So this year I should put up some film doing nickel and safety. Just to prepare myself for Cincy.
What would you say are some of your strengths, and what are some of the things this coaching staff has communicated to you that you maybe need to work on heading into your senior year?
So my strength was my versatility. I could put my hands on a wide receiver. I could exit out a wide receiver out to play, but you know, my weaknesses would be like playing off reading three step, which I feel like I did an amazing job working on going into my series. So I'm definitely excited about that. I done got the corner stuff packed down. Yeah, is it can I perfect a little bit more? Yes, I could. So I'm still going to try. But as of right now, I feel like I done got everything packed down. So I just got to put everything. I got to put the versatile and the reading three step. Playing off. I got to put that all together, and I feel like I'll be that shutdown corner that the coach need.
So I guess kind of running joke is that Cincinnati has become Georgia North with all the kids they have committed from the Peach State. 7 commits in 2025. One of them, I think you might know, Damari Witherspoon. He played at East Paulding.
Yes, sir.
And then also 4 in the 2026 class. How familiar are you with some of these Georgia kids that they already have on the roster that committed this class and last class?
So a lot of people that committed this class, I didn't know a lot of people, but I did meet somebody. His name is AK. We call him Adam. He's a cool recruit. He play linebacker.
Yeah.
Hopefully he should be my roommate by time that time comes. He's like a great kid. Like you can tell, like he came from the right program. Like he definitely focused on making it further, and that's somebody I would love to surround myself around.
Did that Georgia connection and then having so many kids from the same area as you play a role in your commitment at all?
Yes, sir. So knowing that they had a lot of Georgia boys, that just felt good. Like a lot of people got a lot of Georgia boys, but nah, they got them Georgia boys. So everybody got the same mindset, the same heart. So it really got to come down. That's how you know everything gonna get competitive. Because as Georgia boys, everything's competitive. So knowing that he gonna push me to work and I'm gonna push him to work, you bound to win. You bound to win.
So you had a chance to I guess have a tour of the new indoor practice facility that just opened a couple weeks ago. What were your thoughts on that?
I loved it. I really did. It's definitely great. I can't wait to be inside of it. But like as far as practicing on it, I can't wait. But the facilities is great. Like I don't see how you couldn't love that facility. It's a great thing. Like if I was me, I'll probably spend a few days in that thing. Like that thing is tight in there. It's great.
Did you have a favorite part of it throughout your tour and things that you saw?
Oh yeah. So I like pool. Like I shoot pool a lot. So knowing that they
Yeah,
had a pool table in there, that was fire. So right then and there, I was just like, what? They got a pool table in the facility? Oh yeah, I'm here.
yeah. Um, so obviously one of the hottest players in the NFL right now in terms of popularity is Sauce Gardner. Are there any players that you try to model your game after?
Um, yeah, Cam Taylor, he played for the Bengals.
Yeah. Yep.
He actually, he's my high school coach son. So
Oh,
we
okay.
we yeah, so we got a good connection. I'm hopefully I'll be training with him sometime, but I mean, like his mindset is just different. Like he's not, he not too tall, but like he not no guy you can think you can walk over with. Like he got that dog mindset.
So I guess we'll be when you get on campus, you'll be hitting up a few Bengals games on Sundays when you don't have practice or work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What were so I guess Cincinnati as a whole, what were your thoughts on the city? Because I know they like to try to get you out in the city, show you everything there is to do with downtown, the banks, the Reds, Bengals. What were your thoughts on the city as a whole?
So when I seen the city, like for my unofficial visit, I didn't really see the city, and like my godfather was telling me like I was probably asleep. I was just like, nah, we took another way. So when I took my official and I seen like we came from a way there, you can see the full city. I was just like, what? I did not know the city was this big. So it's just like I'm like, no way I was asleep. Like I did not see all this. So when I did see the city, like the city's beautiful. I mean, you can walk around like you can just walk around. You can just like it's just beautiful down there. If I be honest, like every city got that bad side, and yeah, Cincinnati do. They probably do, but when I was there, I ain't see nothing. I mean, I loved it. Like the community is great, and that's the thing. That's the thing down here. Like the community at North Paulding, like it's probably a small community, but this probably like the best community you can get. Like the love, the support. You know, it's awesome. The people, they're great.
I love that for you, man. In terms of you personally, who is Markell off the field? What are some of the things that you obviously mentioned pool? What are some of the other things you like to do off the field?
Off the field, I like to skate. If I'll be honest, I'm a big
Yeah.
skater. So back home, like down here in the A, like I'll go to like Cascade skating ring. That's like
Mhm.
the popular skating ring. Like I be there. I used to be there like every day after middle school. Like me and my guys would go there every day. I still go there from time to time, but me being out here in Dallas, Georgia, it's hard because it's an hour drive. But like yeah, I love skating. I'm getting into fishing now. I used to fish with my grandpa, but I haven't seen him in a minute. But I'm getting back into fishing, so that's another thing. Like guys up there at Cincinnati, like they like fishing, so you
Mhm.
know that's a good thing as well. I like building things. Like as far as college, like if I'm being indecisive right now for my major. Like I don't know if I want to do computer science, robotics, engineering, because I love building things. So. If you come, if I did like a house tour, you'll see like I got like Lego Star Wars, like the battleships. I got cars, like I just built like I like sitting down and building things. I feel like it's therapeutic, I love it. So, that's just some things I like do for like fishing, skating, building things, working on things, like that's just me.
Yeah, that's so weird, man. When I was in elementary and middle school, I think skating's more of a South thing now. But when I was growing up, like that's something we did every weekend, every Friday and Saturday night. We would go to the skating rink. That's where all the kids hung out. And then as you got older, you got more involved with sports, so it took up more of your time on the
It
weekends.
did.
But,
Yes, sir.
yeah, that's crazy and funny that that's still a thing for kids and still happening. But what about music, man? What's your when you're trying to get in the zone, or when you're just out with your friends? What type of music do you like?
I love Rod Wave. Like I tell everybody that. Like I just love Rod Wave. So like he if I say I feel like a lot of people gonna disagree with me, but I feel like he's the best rapper in the world. Like that's just my opinion though. Like I love Rod Wave. Like his music just get me there. I ain't even in the weight room. Like I be trying to put on Rod Wave. Some of the guys down here like Rod Wave, so we be bundling with it. But like that's my guy. I like Rod Wave.
What's your go-to song pregame?
It'll be Long Journey.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. What about food? You have any go-tos? And I guess the fans are gonna want to know if you're gonna try Skyline Chili when you come up here.
Oh yeah, Coach Tyson he told me to try that out when I was there, but we didn't get a chance. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna try that out. If somebody remind me, I'm definitely gonna try to get to that. But my go-to food, I like chicken, shrimp, Alfredo pasta. I love
Okay.
pasta. Like I'm a pasta guy, so that'll be it. That's my go-to food. I love pasta. Now if it's like after a practice though and I'm hungry, I gotta go find like Mickey. I gotta go find McDonald's. Like just somewhere.
Yeah, just don't tell Coach Nico that. I don't think he wants his cornerbacks, eating Mickey D's after practice.
Oh yeah, Coach Nico ain't gonna play about that.
So I'm curious, man. So a lot of times when I talk to recruits and commits, one of the things they hit on is the genuine relationships that they notice with like Coach Cass, Zach Grant, Jack, all of the recruiting stuff. Is that something you could sense too on your visit and throughout your time getting to know the Cincinnati staff, just the genuine relationships that they build with everyone around them?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Especially from Zach Grant, Coach Cash. Like you can tell that the love is genuine. Like they just they'll do their homework on you too as well. So like they've definitely played a major role too as well. Especially Coach Cash. Like I love that guy. Like that guy's funny. Ain't gonna lie, I love that guy. He's a character.
Yeah, Cass a good dude, man. What about so I guess one of the last questions I got for you, being down there in Georgia, do you have any favorite sports teams?
Yes, sir. I'm a UGA fan, but things had to switch up now with the Bearcats. So we go Bearcats now. But I love the Falcons. Like that's my team. I grew up watching them. I grew up going to the game. So that was my guys.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Bijan and why do they need to give him more touches than they give him?
I feel like he's a shifty. I feel like he's a shifty guy. Like
Yeah.
I feel like he can get him there.
Man, they don't give him enough touches though. They do not give him enough touches.
He probably ain't performing as well at practice. So we just gotta check in with him behind the scenes. But he'll be a tough guy.
Yeah. Last question, and then we'll get you out of here. If you weren't playing football, what would your sport be?
It'll be track.
If it weren't track, something you don't already do. If it weren't football or track, what would your sport be? Like, is there anything else you played? Did you play baseball, basketball, anything else growing up?
Don't laugh. It'll probably be lacrosse. I'll try lacrosse. I might look silly though, but I'll try lacrosse.
Okay. All right, man. Well, we've definitely probably kept you longer than we should have, but Markell, I appreciate you coming on with us tonight. I know a lot of Bearcat fans are excited about you and can't wait to get you on campus in the red and black.
Yes, sir. I can't wait.